Ridley Scott uses costuming, symbolism, and the male gaze to portray the gender bending of a female character in G.I. Jane through the action genre and military framework. The action genre and military films are characterized by a strong male protagonist or a fleet of strong male protagonists. Women have been participating in the U.S. military as men since the Revolutionary War, but were not legally permitted to enter combat zones until the Persian Gulf War in the early 90s. In 2016, all combat positions are to be open to women. If women are in these films, they play minor roles or play passive characters. G.I. Jane is about Lieutenant Jordan O'Neill being accepted into the U.S. Navy reconnaissance team. O'Neill is a pawn of a Texas senator whose plan was to make the military more gender neutral. Later, the viewer discovers that the senator did not want O'Neill to succeed. She chose O'Neill because she appeared to have less physical strength than the other women. The senator agreed with the stereotypes of women as weaker than males. The action genre highly favors the body of a hero, in particular the muscles in action. The male gaze highlights O'Neill's femininity, masculinity, and her value as an action hero. O'Neill is shown working out vigorously, in which the camera focuses on her body and her muscles in action, showing her masculinity, rather than in a passive state, which is how women are traditionally portrayed in the action genre. The camera also chooses to focus on her butt and her breasts, showing her femininity as well. In the shower scene in particular, the camera shows her feminine curves and butt, while also zooming in on her muscular back. It shows her breasts, but also her masculine face, characterized by a strong jawline and shaved head. She's being sexualized, but her strong personality and confidence allows her to control the male gaze. In tying her towel around the waist instead of her chest, she dares the Master Chief and the audience to look at her, making those who choose to look uncomfortable. O'Neill is the pinnacle of deviation in androcentrism, the idea that males are the reference point, and in the combat warrior masculine paradigm in which women do not measure up to a masculine combat image. When O'Neill first arrives on base, she is mistreated by other male recruits. O'Neill is not welcomed because her femaleness is to be desired, and for her to succeed devalues the masculinity of the soldier. Throughout the film, O'Neill physically and symbolically becomes masculine in order to defy the idea that women cannot be treated as equals among men in the military. In the beginning, O'Neill dresses in a feminine manner with makeup and long hair. She then shaves her head, does not wear makeup, gains excessive muscle, and wears more gender-neutral clothing. Even her gender-neutral first name, Jordan, allows for this shift. Gender norming in the military posits that men are the norm and women are below the norm. Women are given a kind of military special treatment to place them on the same level as men. Early on, O'Neill argues against gender norming by pushing over a step given to female recruits and is forced to use it only when her teammates leave her behind. She is also given 30-second reductions on her timed exercises. When O'Neill reports to a higher superior about her mistreatment, she states that the gender norming is the problem and that she expects to be held to the same standards as the males. Her superior responds by objecting to her overall womanhood. O'Neill then shaves her head and soon moves into the men's quarters in order to integrate herself and ask for respect as an equal. The military aims to deny O'Neill's femininity and forces her into maleness.
Lieutenant, seek life elsewhere.
Suck my dick!
O'Neill becomes a fully masculine character in her Siri training fight with the Master Chief. She fights back aggressively and valiantly yells, "Suck my dick." This phallic symbol is the only thing she lacks in comparison to her male counterparts, and this declaration is her way of rejecting her femaleness to place her on the same plane as the other male recruits.
Welcome aboard, man.
In conclusion, G.I. Jane is a film about Jordan O'Neill who challenges stereotypes and at the end of the film is accepted as a strong female hero in action cinema and as a military woman fits the combat warrior paradigm despite her transformation to a masculine gendered character.